welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, SepNoSia welcome back your presence. Okay, this might sound a little bit off topic. Actually, it is off topic, but I tried to record this game where we are actually a villain, right? Suoh. Although it is for the good of his sister, but I tried to record this game after watching Undertale, and wow, it makes me almost stop recording. The effect from Undertale is just too strong to try to be a villain, so but we cannot neglect our duties, especially for you guys, my beautiful boys and girls. I mean, handsome boys and beautiful girls. You deserve sickness. So I'm gonna try to continue my best to be a villain, although after this it might make my feeling conflicts again. So aside from the imminent boredom, that is. Right. Thank you, Miss Thorn. I think if it were me, I would be sounding a little sarcastic, you know. The pleasure is all mine, Mr. Tesla. Oh right, there are still other students I need to greet. Take care of yourselves, you two. We will. Don't worry. Whoa! Holy crap! It is like Suoh female version, and an ugly one. As Miss Thorn intercepted other students and parents, Sara and I headed into the school auditorium. Funky music. It's like those "we're gonna graduate, yay!" Sara picked out seats for the two of us, only to disappear backstage moments later. Students are to sit backstage until they're called upon, leaving parents to talk amongst themselves and watch the dreary performances that some of said students put on. What a drag. Yeah. I came here for her sake. Then she leaves me to sit with prideful parents and bored siblings. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our quarterly academic acknowledgement ceremony. I'm trying to talk like a principal. Am I doing it good? Here at Mason High, we believe in promoting achievements in all fields, not only mathematics and the sciences. At most schools, students are only allowed to pursue studies in the most popular subjects. But we here at Mason are more open-minded and tolerant. Yeah, keep promoting yourself. We understand that not everybody has the same learning process, and we cater to that without prejudice. It is my dream that other schools will one day look to Mason and adopt our policies for their own. Because only then will education in this country truly begin heading in the right direction. This is exactly why I wanted to stay at home. I'm over the teenagers in the audience just playing with their phones. Some have actually left, probably using excuses like, I need to go to the toilet. The classic. It's not gonna work in my school though. We have the teachers guarding the entrance. Come to think of it, without Sara by my side, I can go to sleep. She can like, where's brother? Is he seeing me? I'm holding the award, and it's like, I don't think that's a good idea. Slip out for a while. I don't think that's a good idea either. You know what? Fuck it. There might be some interesting thing if we go out, but sleeping is just, well, sleeping. So let's go. Why not? Sara won't be on stage for a while anyway. At least this way I might still be awake when it's her turn. Ooh. Then again, it's not like there's anything to do out here either. I suppose I could walk into town and grab dinner, or even just walk around for a bit. Something that can be occupied until the ceremony is over. Just what do you think you're doing out here, young man? Caught already? Wait a second. I'm not a student anymore, Miss Thorn. I'm not obligated to sit through that snore fest. A snore fest, is it? I threatened to tell the principal you said that, but you're right. You aren't a student anymore. She actually agreed with me? Whoa. However, since you aren't a student anymore, that means you're here as a guest of the school. And I guess here, you must still hold yourself to a certain standard. Or not. So you say. But you're only out here so you can avoid the ceremony yourself, aren't you? What makes you say that? I caught her. Yes, you're trying to think that I'm the only one trying to not listen to it, do you, huh? But I know you're also trying not to say. Aha! I knew it. Suddenly, I'm feeling evil again. My own feelings aside, I am out here to do my job. Oh, come, please. Those excuses will not work. In fact, I just finished turning away a latecomer, a friend of yours at that. What? A friend of mine? Who is that? You're gonna have to come up with a better lie than that. You know perfectly well that I don't have any friends. That isn't something you should say so proudly. Why not? I mean, it's not good, but, you know, this is Suoh we're talking about. He's a killer. Though from what she told me, it sounds like you're right. Maybe the two of you really aren't friends. She? A girl who's a friend of mine? The only girl who comes close to fitting that description is Misa. And suffice to say that Miss Thorne and Misa have never met. Well, whatever. It's none of my business who an ex-student like yourselves hangs out with. Just don't stay out too long. You wouldn't want to miss Sara's turn, would you? Yeah, I know. Damn. Now she has me worried that I'll stay out too late. Maybe I should hang out somewhere with a clock. Yeah, good idea. By the way, how can you predict that she's gonna come out later or now? Simontan, runner-up for this year's mathematics competition. I'm feeling happy. Voicing the principal. Phew, just in time. I'd better focus. The ceremony is almost over. Sara Tesla, third place in this year's senior science competition. Recognition of extracurricular studies in law. Here you go. Whoa, honorable mention award, Sara. Yeah, I never get an award like that. Probably you guys can tell. Thank you. After accepting her award, Sara looked out into the audience, her eyes soon landing firmly on her one and only family member. Her smile grew even wider as I returned her gaze, perfecting the scene as she received rare acknowledgement for her efforts. It's like those romantic... Hey, is that the girl you were talking about? As Sara smiled happily towards the crowd, a grating voice nearby began to penetrate my ears, and I can sense that a shitstorm is gonna happen and we might have to murder the entire auditorium. Mother One, you better stop talking now before I lose my composure. I mean Suoh. But I am his pack, so stop it now. Shh, keep it down. That guy over there is her brother. Yeah, you better keep it down. I can hear you. As in, the brother? Gross, he totally looks like the type. Jeez, just look at that girl. You can tell there's something wrong with her. Why is she cross-dressing? Some kind of gender confusion brought on by trauma? Pity you can't see the bruises from here. Her brother's a real piece of work. He'd have to be. What kind of sicko does that stuff to his own sister? What? So, they misunderstand this because she wears that. Okay? While Sara smiled happily from on the stage, lapping up the attention and adulation, the situation in the audience below was vastly different. From nearby, I could hear students and their parents talking about her, none of it worth hearing. And if they say more than this, there might be more corpses today. And Sara wonders why I didn't want to come. I thought the rumors about Sara and I might subside once I left, but I suppose that was just wishful thinking. Does Sara go through this kind of crap every day, or does this only happen when I'm around? Either way, for Sara to endure as well as she has been, she must be stronger than I give her credit for. Sara soon left the stage as the next student received their award, and with only a few students remaining, before long the ceremony was brought to an end. Unaffected by the harsh words of her classmates, Sara joined the audience as chipper as humanly possible, and we finally made our way home. Even the school sucks. With Sara's award ceremony having ended at last, the two of us settled in for a makeshift meal before winding down. What is makeshift meal? Like, what is makeshift? I don't know. It's like emergency or something? Sara reheated leftovers. Yeah, I think it is. For the two of us, which we both consumed quickly, then headed in for a quick shower after eating. Yay! I do prefer showering first before eating though. It's like refreshing yourself first and then fill it up and then sleep your ass off. I was hoping Sara would go to bed early after the ceremony, but I still have a while before the Friday night meeting, so I guess this is okay. Phew, much better. You know whose clothes is that? What the heck? What are you wearing? I know we're pretty casual around here, but give me a break. Oh, right. I borrowed one of your shirts. You don't mind, do you? That's not what I meant. And why did she take that shirt? I had one shirt in the laundry and that's it. I know, but it's too hot in here to bother with proper clothing. If you say so. Thought I'd never hit the end of it if I did that. Actually, on that subject, I was doing some thinking in the shower. Oh? What is that? Tell me anything. If you need a student or a mother disposed of, just tell me and it shall be done. About whether walking around the house half naked was appropriate. I don't know if you heard them, but some of the students and their parents were talking about us during the ceremony. In fact, they were saying much the same thing as the school counselor, though I suppose you weren't there for that. I just don't get it. Why would they say such things? Back when you were at school, nobody ever said anything like that. But now that you're gone, does she honestly believe that? I mean, wait, I don't understand here, okay? People have always spoken ill of us. They simply avoided saying those things in front of Sara because I was there to shut them up. What have they been saying exactly? They think that you're abusing me. I burned myself while cooking and they start saying that you must have done it. I bumped my leg on the table and bruised it, and some students claim that you must have been beating me. It doesn't stop there. There's really no limit to how low they'll sing. It just gets me so angry hearing them blame you for every little thing like that. What do you think? Am I just overreacting? You know, teasing right now is not a good idea. I'm not that crazy to joke around in this kind of conversation. It's understandable they think that way. It makes me feel like I'm sunking my pride, so I will not do that by any means. Nope. Like, if they want to say it, go ahead. Fuck you guys. Give me a crap? No, I don't let it bother me at all. I don't think you're overreacting, but it will be best if you just forgot about it. Eh? People are going to think that way no matter what you say. Lashing out will only give them more fuel. Yeah, it's like feeding a troll. Guys, when you see a troll, first rule, do not feed the trolls. By any means, don't reply to their comments. Just pretend they don't exist and they'll die by themselves. I know it's hard, but try not to let it bother you. Let those idiots think whatever they want, okay? Yeah, this is what I will actually do if I were in a situation like, alright, fine. Fuck you guys. Go ahead. See if I care. Or so I've been frequently told. Don't tell me you don't actually believe it yourself. Fuck you as well. Alright, if it doesn't bother you, then it doesn't bother me. Alright, well said. I'll show them just how resilient and stubborn I can be. Yeah, prove it to them. Because Karasu is scouting out for you. He is monitoring you 24 hours, 7 days a week. You have no idea. I think he's like, yep, she really is. I mean, every time I got home, she's persistent so much about this and that. Anyway, now that we've got that sorted, let's get you nice and clean. What? No, I'm going to take a bath by myself. Why must you do it with me? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm as clean as humanly possible. You're the one who needed a shower, little Miss Stage Fright. Eh? I don't know what you're talking about. I knew it. Anyway, I've already gone in, so now it's your turn. I already went in before we left, and I somehow doubt I gotten dirty in the past few hours. Irrelevant. I'm not sleeping next to you until you take a shower. Or could it be that you want me to bathe you? Oh, you're teasing me now, huh? You're teasing your own brother. Ah, alright, so you wanna play words with me, eh? Sara isn't serious, is she? Alright, I get it already. I'll take a shower. God damn it, Suoh. You lose so fast. If I were you, I'll start playing words. Great, I'll go get you a change of clothes. Damn it. She went this time. Just what is this girl up to? She is planning a scheme. Don't lower your guard. As per Sara's instruction, I entered the bathroom and started showering. It seemed kind of pointless given that I just did so a few hours ago, but for the sake of getting Sara off my back, I was happy to comply. Oh, as long as she shut up. Sometimes she is annoying. I suppose there's no harm in bathing again, yeah. Feel the hot, warm water in the middle of the night. Ooh. Besides, I still have a while before the Friday night meeting. So it's not like I'm short on time. Oh, we're gonna meet up today? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's Friday, okay. October 7th. After taking a quick shower, I dried myself off and looked around the bathroom. I didn't bring any clothes with me since Sara enthusiastically offered to grab them for me, but she's really taking her time. Actually, knowing Sara, it's entirely possible that she's still deciding on what to grab. Guess I'll just grab the towel and head out with... Oh, there you are. She's speechless. Did she saw my... I was beginning to think you weren't coming. What's wrong, Sara? Yeah, what's wrong? See something you like? Typical girls. When they see their brother, I mean, in families too, I mean, when they... That doesn't mean my sister sees me, okay? No, it never happens. Just watch some animes and games that this kind of shit happens. Every time the little sister is like... And then same freaking reaction every time. Almost hardly different. How am I supposed to say it? No, I cannot. I cannot do it. No. You guys fantasize that about yourself. Okay. Oi, calm down. It's nothing you haven't seen before. Sara? Before I could talk any sense to her, Sara was already long gone, taking my fresh clothes with her. You want me to walk around home naked? Come on, girl. After waiting until Sara fell asleep, I crept out of the house without making a sound. I made my way across town, traveling once again to Karasu's headquarters, wherein I met up with my co-workers for our Friday night meeting. As time passed over, it became increasingly evident that not everybody would be in attendance, let alone as promptly as I was. Merely looking around the room, I even I could tell a couple of familiar faces were missing. Has anybody heard from Violet or Vincent? They must be doing something together. Ooh. Double V. Nobody spoke up. Misa and I were seeing each other every weekday, as well as during training, so we'd each know if the other went missing. Similarly, I would meet with Sai during training, and he would no doubt see his own daughter outside of work, so the three of us could easily keep tabs on one another. Given the disappearance of both Violet and Vincent, however, they apparently fostered no such habit, or only met with one another. Well, it's not like either one of them was assigned a particularly high-profile target. They probably just couldn't make it. It wouldn't be the first time. You shut the fuck up. I still hate you. Forever. Until you change your attitude of yours. Their entire methodology relies on playing games of seduction. It can take time. And then he's pissed. Yeah, you keep saying that. If nobody has heard from them by Sunday, their work will be reassigned. As expected, Sai moved on without missing a beat. Anyway, no use worrying about it now. As Leon said, it wouldn't be the first time. Let's just get on with the show, shall we? There's no need for that. I have already spoken to all four of you before tonight. So he's been in contact with the others after all, huh? I spoke to Sai just last night, informing of our success after Misa and I completed our only work for the week. But not once has he mentioned meeting with any of the others. Ultimately, it's none of my business, of course, but still, it does feel like I'm not being told the full story. Well, we just started, but you know, given Leon's choice of attire, I wouldn't be surprised if he was the one training with Sai and Misa before I came along. Me usurping his position will also explain some of the hostility he seems to feel towards me. Well, fuck you, Leon. Kiss my ass. On the other hand, during my training with Misa, I got the distinct impression that she never had a training partner before, so perhaps... Without the others present, there is no need for this meeting to continue. Meeting adjourned. Alright, that was fast. Works for me. A quick meeting's a good meeting. You always say that. Am I ever wrong? As quickly as our meeting began, the few members present began to walk out, leaving only Sai, Misa, and I behind. Sai, Misa, and I. It rhymes. Try it. Sai, Misa, and I. It's so good. Sorry. I guess that's my cue to leave. Goodbye, everyone. See ya. Have a nice day. Well, I guess I'll see you guys on wait a moment or hold it or something. Ah, no. Tuck, really? Not so fast. Oh shit, I didn't say that. My prediction is all wrong. Hold it. Wait a moment. But he says different. Not so fast. Before you leave, Karasu has once again requested your presence. Ooh, I think I know what he might be talking about. Again, huh? I can guess what this will be about. No, I think what you guess is wrong, and what my guess might be right. I have a great feeling. At Sara's command, and without being told anything about our incoming meeting with Karasu, I was escorted to my boss's office. The three of us left the meeting room together, tracked the alley like hallway leading to Karasu's lair, and before long, I was once again face to face with the man who essentially owned my life. Like I'm his fucking asset. Ah, Suoh, my boy. Please, come in. Yeah, Sai told me you wanted to speak to me. About Adder, no doubt. I think it's wrong. I'm not the one who requested your presence. You aren't? But then who? That will be me. What are you? My apologies for any inconvenience. I am the one who called you here. I am Lieutenant Kraus. Pleased to meet you, Suoh. Lieutenant, as in a military lieutenant? Not quite. Lieutenant Kraus is a friend of ours from Trenton. Oh, sorry. I thought he is saying it. Sorry. Not quite. Lieutenant Kraus is a friend of ours from Trenton Police Department. In fact, he is the one who funded your latest outing. My latest outing? But the only outings of mine being funded are... No. I shouldn't jump to conclusion. It would be pretty stupid of me to accuse a police officer of commissioning a kill. You did? Son, I wanted to thank you for your assistance in bringing Mr. Roth to justice. Your methods may be a little unorthodox, but the fact remains that thanks to you, Miss Roth will be able to live on without fear. Whoa, he really is talking about that. Hell yeah. Justice in crime. I should use that as a slogan. What's more, Kraus sounds genuinely thankful. I did something horrible, something no civilized human being should ever do, and yet a man of the law is thanking me. You see, as much as I hate to admit it, the law is full of blind spots, some of which prevent men like me from doing our jobs. A man can beat his wife within an inch of her life, scare her into not saying a thing, then go on without a care in the world. Even if we all knew what's really going on, the second anybody tries to do a thing about it, they're labeled a rogue cop. You're doing God's work, son. I just wanted you to know that. Oh, now I am doing a holy thing. I am pretty sure I'm not supposed to say that. Okay. That was not as my prediction, but something amazing. God's work, huh? Well, I'll be damned. Yeah. That's quite wow. Whoa. That was quite interesting. Is the boy gone for the night? Yes, sir. He won't be returning tonight. Good. And you've put Misa to bed? We won't be disturbed. Excellent. Now that the good children have turned in for the night, it's time for the adults to talk, don't you think? Okay. What is it? I just don't understand. Understand what? You know full well that I don't approve of this kind of secrecy and deceit. Choosing not to tell the boy the finer details of your plans is one thing, but dressing up one of your men as a police officer just to lie to him? Oh wait, that's not a real officer? Well, I'll be damned. We have been tricked. I sense a betrayal. And since when have you thought my daughter was so untrustworthy that she needed to be kept out of the loop? I just don't. Give the drama a rest, would you? I wouldn't be taking these precautions if I didn't think they were necessary. So explain it to me. I thought you figured it out yourself, but I guess it can't be helped. The truth is, Suoh isn't like the others. He doesn't possess the same motives. He needs money, yes, and I fully intend to exploit that. But first and foremost, he is just like you used to be. Me? I know for a fact that you weren't always like this, my friend. But just as you face ample adversity to reach this point, so shall Suoh and Misa. So you're manipulating them. You don't think money is good enough for motivation for those two, so you're giving them more noble incentives? You make it sound like that's a bad thing. The boy has potential, but he's still just a child. He needs to believe that he's on the right path, that what he's doing is right. And my daughter... Please don't take this personally, my friend. Your relation to her really has nothing to do with it. However, as her father, you should know better than I do that Misa has no desire to spend her life doing this. Yeah, you cannot argue to that. I'm pretty well damn sure if Misa does not need to do this, she won't. I know it's hard on you, but this is for the best. Besides, if everything goes according to plan, those two will soon be able to become normal teenagers once more. And the only thing standing in their way is one little medical science firm. This sounds very important. Sickness. Chapter 12. Sickness! Ooh, this might be one of the best chapter, as the name of the title also reflects the game title. And 30 days later as well. That's a month. Ooh, time skip. Sunday night, November 6. New music too. Some shit is going on. It has been 6 weeks now since I became a professional killer. 6 weeks of late night training sessions, early morning rendezvous, and excessive paychecks. I wonder how much money you make. Maybe like 100 million or something. No, I mean $100,000 or something. Wow, that's actually amazing. 6 weeks of working directly under a crime lord and earning a living, bringing death to those who are more valuable dead than alive. In those 6 weeks, I have killed a total of 9 people. 1 person each week for the first 3 weeks, 2 people each week for the next 3 weeks. I've improved considerably in every aspect, be it in terms of knowledge, financial, physical strength, and stamina, or skill. Ooh. Assassins! I can smell it! Oh, yeah. Equally as important, I've been getting along well with those closest to me, not allowing my new lifestyle to destroy my personal relationships. I wonder what he and Misa have been doing all this time. Sara and I have been on predominantly good terms, minus the occasional fight, and I haven't had a single negative experience with Misa. For all intents and purposes, I have been living a rich, rewarding, fulfilling life. As a criminal. Or so I would like to think. Oh, shitstorm's coming. The truth is, my relationship with Sara hasn't been as carefree as I'd hoped. Since the talk we had one Friday night a month ago, Sara has been acting even more strangely than usual. For the next few days, she would stand in front of the wardrobe for half an hour, grabbing at pants to wear as she slept, yet never actually putting them on. What? She also refrained from clinging to me as she usually would, falling victim to habit only after she fell asleep. Going forward, she'd forget to pick up her clothes off the floor and occasionally walk into the bathroom while I was bathing. Very forgetful, scatterbrained mistakes which my prim and proper sister should not be making. Oh, this feels like the downtime. Could there be another trouble for her? Whenever I called her out on her odd behavior, however, Sara would deny that any change had occurred, defending herself with a flushed face and a near mechanical movement. Sara really worries me sometimes. I never do know what's going on inside that head of hers. Even after a month of trying to figure out what's been wrong with her, I haven't made any progress at all. Unfortunately, by this point, I no longer have the leisure to worry about that. As important as my sister's mental health is to me, there's one aspect of my life demanding my attention far more urgently, and that is... My sickness. Oh. Badass. My sickness. Unsure of what to call it, I labeled the voice in my head, the pain and adrenaline surging throughout my body, the rush which spurred me to kill. My sickness. It began after I woke up in the hospital with a head wound over 3 months ago. I was groggy, in pain, and couldn't think clearly. I heard countless voices which I presumed to be from other patients, whispering to me at all hours of the night. At the time, I didn't think anything of it. I just endured, thinking it was a side effect of the medication I had been given. But once I left the hospital and started working for Mr. Mudo, I learned the truth. I realized that the pain and haziness was never from the medication or from my stay in the hospital. It came from within me. And that should be the end of this episode. It came from within me. That was amazing. A progress. The time skip, a month. That's quite a lot actually. So maybe the game's a little bit rushed, but then again, it might actually not be. There are still a lot of pages of gallery. That means the story is still gonna keep up much longer. I'm not sure it's gonna end at sickness, where the title itself is sickness. No. I'm pretty sure there's more to this. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, favorite, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment. Having a good comment is also a healthy thing. And as always, tell your friends and family about my channel. And SepNoSia says, thank you for your presence.